What's everybody? Well, today is the day that I'm going to turn my garage from something like this into something like this. The reality is a lot of this stuff just needs to be put away as we've kind of had garage creep. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So let's get started.
So as you can see, a lot of stuff is built up over time. I've got my little workbench, which is a disaster from where I build all my drones. My workbench is completely out of control. I've got a computer down there, some monitors, and just really a whole bunch of stuff. I even, for some reason, decided to save a tire.
So let's get started by building some shelves, because the current shelves that I have, while they were an inexpensive setup, they are definitely, well, they're starting to flex. So if I put any kind of weight on them at all, these shelves are just not good for, storage. So I wanted to get heavier duty shelves, something a little bit taller, as well as use better tubs and have some, something with some real strength to it.
I went to Home Depot during the Labor Day holiday and bought some Husky shelves. These are 90 inches wide, 24 inches deep, and 90 inches in height. So that height is going to fit perfectly underneath there.
Now these shelves go together really easily. Basically, once you unbox it, you put the two sides up and you set in place the bottom two pieces to hold the structure. Does recommend you have a wood mallet, a rubber mallet or wood mallet. If you don't, then you can use a regular hammer, but definitely want to put some like pads or even a towel folded multiple times so that you're not hitting metal on metal. Now it's simply a matter of, what shelf height do I want? And I bought a couple tubs to start with, and that's gonna help me figure out where I wanna put these next shelves. These shelves are really easy to put in place. What you wanna do is make sure that the recessed part is up above. That's where the wire shelving goes. These holes on the bottom, those face down. Once you have the general idea in place on how many tubs you're going to use and you kind of set your first beam, then what you can do is remove the tubs and remove the wire on the bottom, because I've got to set in the supports for each of the shelves.
3 support bars in place, looks like this, and then you just stick the wire part back down and make sure that, this little part this little part right here is underneath, so you've got a nice smooth surface for your tubs. Approximately maybe half hour, 45 minutes to put it together. Like I said, once you use the tubs on both sides to figure out how to level it, goes by pretty fast.
When I put up the very first shelf, this one right here, there's so much great storage, and I realized that I could do another one on the other side, as well as put one here. So I went back over to Home Depot this morning. Didn't know they open at 6 o'clock, but they do. So I've got a great start on the day. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is gonna be here in 1 hour, so I've got to hustle. I've got all this stuff over here. I've got to get everything organized. I think we'll make it just in time. So all the construction work is done. I have put up all of the shelves. I did a rack on this side, a rack on the other side, and then a small rack on the other side of the playhouse. So the guys from 1-800-GOT-JUNK are here. This is my buddy. What's happening? I appreciate you coming early and taking all this stuff to help my job get all done. And I've never used you guys before, so it's awesome.
There's a lot of good stuff in there, I think.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely make use of it, get it recycled, get it donated.
That was a labor of love, a lot of work over the last 24 hours, but I'm really happy with the results. Let's check it out. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you love the transformation of the garage. And don't forget, happiness is not a destination. It is the journey. But I'm really glad this project's done.